What's going on YouTube? This is Russell. AmbeRussell, make sure you guys subscribe at the top, thumbs up the video, leave a comment at the bottom, watch previous videos, and stay tuned what's coming up in the future. So, someone left a comment asking me, can I talk a little bit about myself? So here's a brief biography of myself. So, I started making YouTube videos about a year ago, and it started because me and my co-worker slash co-host, Amber, which our show title came from AmbeRussell being our middle name, mine being Russell, hers being Amber. And we were just goofing off at work, just talking about different stuff. My family calls me TMZ, so I'm always on the hunt down for what's going on with celebrities and entertainment, pop culture. And I used to watch Scorpion show, and 500 characters was never enough space for me. And they just some of the shows I've seen on YouTube and stuff, they didn't talk about everything I want them to talk about or bring up ideas that I had. So I decided, hey, I have a mind of my own, I enjoy this kind of stuff, let me go ahead and start with it. And so we were at work and we were just goofing off and we were just going to make YouTube videos and just have it be about, the type of stuff that goes viral. But that sort of didn't work out with us because we really didn't have enough time and, energy to go through all that summer. So we just started going with entertainment type stuff. I am a college student. I live in the metropolitan area. I live in Connecticut, right next door to New York. And I go to school. I'm a communications major. I want a career in public relations. I don't want anything to do with the stuff in front of the camera, more behind the scenes, working in the music industry. I grew up with music in my whole life. My aunt sung at the Apollo. She used to sing us and give us singing lessons, sort of. And I just grew up with music and music videos. I remember some of my first few music videos I ever watched. I used to do theater. I love photography. I took photography in high school, and I feel as though I'm really talented at that. And I did theater back when I was little, like about 4th grade, so about 8th grade-ish. And so I have a lot of knowledge about, cinematography and being on stage and all sorts of stuff like that. I took a video production class where we talk about, composition and all sorts of stuff. So that's where I sort of have my knowledge with the music videos, and I always wanted to be a music video director, but then it's kind of too much of a hard work, and so there's not enough colleges out there open to it. So I decided, let me just go ahead and do public relations, something else I enjoyed about when I learned a little bit more about it. So about music videos, Lady Gaga and Chris Brown both released music videos. First with Lady Gaga, it was a pretty simple music video. There's a lot of simple videos out there that have been created and produced throughout all these past years of music videos history, but I feel as though hers was kind of boring. There's no storyline. Her American Idol performance was a lot more entertaining with the clips and all that stuff than this was. She had a lot of big ideas for this video. She wanted a hunky Spanish guy like Enrique Iglesias. It's the guy who directed Love Game, her video. He said he had set a hospital scene. This song is supposed to be dedicated to her grandfather, which I really don't understand the dedication much to it. She always says a lot of different stuff about her songs, and then said there is a meaning to them, but there's not really a strong meaning in it at all about her grandfather. I don't get it, because it sounds more like a love song than it does about a dedication song. Anyways, the guy said he had all this different stuff, supposed to be mermaid scene and all types of stuff. And there's this falling out, and he says that he works alone. I don't know what happened really. I wasn't there obviously. So she came up with this idea, her House of Gaga. So basically when this video came out, Twitter went crazy because of different reactions from her fans and other people. And Laurieann, who's her choreographer, said that she did not create the video. Always educate ignorant monsters. Now the monsters got upset. They were talking back at her, all sorts of stuff. I feel as though the first point is this. When she said ignorant monsters, I feel as though she was talking about the monsters and her Lady Gaga fan base as a whole. I feel as though she was talking about the ones that were not knowing who directed the video and was calling them ignorant because of the fact that they were leaving nasty comments and tweets to her. And she was saying they were ignorant because they were uneducating themselves about who directed the video, who was the choreographer, who did the costuming, all sorts of stuff. And that's basically what she was saying. Not about Lady Gaga fan base is ignorant. Also, point B that I have to make is that a lot of her Lady Gaga fans were saying a lot of disrespectful stuff to Laurieann and saying that she should get fired for what she said. It's like this. If you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. These fans do not have the right to talk to people like this, but because they feel as though they're so close to someone like Laurieann, Lady Gaga, and all these different people, they could talk to the people however they want, which is why Rihanna said the stuff that she do to people, leaving tweets to her, calling them cunts and bitches and fucks and all that sort of stuff, because the fans feel as though that they have a right to talk to people however way they want. Laurieann's like a 30-year-old woman. Why is she going to get disrespected from a bunch of snotty-nosed teenagers, you know? And the video to me was pretty simple. The sax player, I forget his name is Clarence. He was the sax player from Bruce Springsteen, and he had basically like 6 seconds worth of shine to himself, solo camera time. Anyways, the video is basic. She was dancing in New York, a set basically at night. I wish there was a little bit more interaction with more people or something. The video just was lacking. Something was born. Chris Brown and Justin Bieber released a video, which I was kind of upset that E! News kept making it seem as though it was Justin Bieber's song featuring Chris Brown, because they kept saying Justin Bieber's name first. Anyways, the video was pretty interesting. It was very high energy with special effects and very adventure, action, and all sorts of stuff. Chris Brown leaping, trying to save his girlfriend. The world's coming to an end. It was just having them try to get closer to them. The song is called Next to You. And I don't understand why Justin Bieber was on the song, because he was more like a backup singer. When I first heard his song, they play at my job all the time, and I didn't realize that it was Justin Bieber singing. His voice sounds totally different. He has a very small part in the song itself, but he has a major part in the video. It's basically about them trying to get closer to the girlfriends before the world comes to an end and everything comes crashing down. Lil Wayne released a song called Dear Ann. They're calling it Stand Part 2. I don't hear it at all in the song. It's very basic and boring. Compared to the Stand song, there's not the intensity that Eminem had in his song. The song isn't doing it much for me, because the song Stand, was about a crazy fan writing letters to a celebrity. The Lil Wayne Dear Ann song is basically about Lil Wayne writing letters to his fans, and you don't have the craziness of the fan writing back to him for them to call it Stand Part 2. There's no comparison to the song. Eminem's song is up here to the Lil Wayne song, which, one thing I have to say, I don't understand why Eminem was not nominated for a BET Award. Even though he is white, he does make a lot of, it's called BET Black Entertainment, and he's made, two of his videos were constantly played on BET and on black radio stations. Love the Way You Lie, one of them, featuring Rihanna. I understand why that was nominated for a music video, and yet they have Lil Wayne for one song that he did. I don't get that. And Drake, who I haven't remembered anything that he did to be nominated within this time frame. But speaking of Drake, he released a song called Marvin's Room. It's a great song. It's about an ex drunk dialing their ex-lover and saying that your current boyfriend or girlfriend, well, in Drake's case, your current boyfriend, isn't as good as I am. I think the song is really well written, and it's a great song because there's not a lot of sad songs for guys to talk about like that. There's usually about the female standpoint than the guy standpoint. JoJo remixed the song. The pop singer JoJo remixed the song in her own female version, which is a good song as well. My only thing is this: I understand the reference of Marvin's Room being the title, but can you guys tell me what the reference is? Why it's called Marvin's Room? AmbeRussell and Khalifa went out shopping a couple of weeks ago or so, and they went to a store called Barnes in New York, which is a really expensive, high-indie celebrity type store. They spent about $16,000 on shoes for her and his family, and then he went upstairs to the men's department, and he was treated very rudely. They act like he was a nobody, and they also act as though he was a thief, which is very disrespectful regardless of what the person is, what they look like. You have to treat every customer like they're a paying customer, as if they're paying the same amount. And he wasn't treated like that. And to me, when that has happened to me quite in the past, where someone said, when I was trying on stuff, they were like, I hope you don't steal that. As soon as I heard that, I took the stuff right off, walked out the store, and never went back there again. Another time, someone was like, I asked them what's the cheapest sunglasses that they have. Mind you, I wear glasses 20%. I could barely see the camera. And he was like, you better go somewhere else. And he chuckled at me for saying that, which I think was really disrespectful because of the fact that that wasn't my question. Why are you assuming that your stuff is too high-end or too expensive for me, which it is overpriced at that. And there's this bunch of places that have stuff on sale much cheaper than what he was selling it for anyways. But anyways, if I was disrespected like that, my pride tells me to leave that place and never go shopping there again. And I sort of feel bad for him because he did not return any of the stuff. He kept all the stuff that he bought. And to me, if it was me, I would say, here's my return. You just lost business with me. I'll never shop here again. And walk out of the store because $16,000 is a lot to spend, let alone lots to return, which is going to make them go into the red for that day. Because every store somewhat has they have to make a certain amount of money, and because they're losing a good customer, a good client, a future customer. And finally, I've got to talk about Nicki Minaj and Britney Spears' tour, the Femme Fatale tour. I saw videos of it. I wasn't too impressed about Britney. She was doing a lot better than she did on her promo tour, but she still wasn't at the same level that she was previously. I guess we're never going to see that ever again. A couple of costumes I've seen pictures of, I don't know if they were altered or edited or photoshopped, but her body wasn't flattering at all. But she did sing a lot. They said she sung about 85% or 40%. I'm not too sure, because the videos her backing track was way too loud and was washing her actual vocals out. Also, they said that Nicki Minaj lip sync, and people are asking why can't Nicki Minaj have her own tour? Simply because of this. When I was looking for videos to see how Nicki Minaj performed, most of her stuff were a minute-long videos because she's a featured artist on multiple songs. Or most of her current material is stuff from either Pink Friday or feature stuff, and that's not enough material to fill out a whole concert. And also they said that she was not lively, she had low energy, which Britney Spears was low energy as well. And I guess she has to grow as an artist and as a performer to be able to handle her own tour. And I don't think she's ready yet right now. Maybe her second or third album out, 3 years into the game, she probably will. But right now, if she's lip singing a rap song, that's kind of pathetic, really, I have to say about that. And as for Britney, it seems like she wants to be one of the other females to do a lap dance, but they said that the guy that they brought up on stage was an actor and wasn't a real fan. So I understand how can you be doing lap dances and yet they're not a fan, they're an actor. Kind of silly to me. That's it, you guys. This is Russell, AmbeRussell. Make sure you guys subscribe at the top, thumbs up the video, leave a comment at the bottom. Peace.